warranty on the boiler. You still got home care. All right. Bye. Well, hello everybody. I don't know how many people are watching, and well, that's to be seen, isn't it? Well, today we're in the Level Up 737 and 800, and I'm going to do a flight down to Malpensa, northern Italy. As you can see, we're here at Bristol, and the weather is pretty bad. I've got aircraft labels on at the moment, so you can see there are other aircraft on the ground, and we are flying on VATSIM, or we will be. I've also got the MCP camera on today, so you can see the MCP. Let me just make a slight adjustment. There we go. Just a slight adjustment. I hope you can see that okay. It might not be fully in focus, but you get the gist. So this is the Wing MCP with EFIS left and right. You can't see the right one through the camera. I've got the Wing MCP, FMC, and also the Ursa Minor side stick. Okay, I'm flying a Boeing. I've always flown my Boeing aircraft with side sticks. I used to have a yoke, but they're too big. They take up too much room on the desk, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I'm on stand 2 at Bristol Airport, and I suppose we better get going. I've already created my flight plan, but we are cold and dark, as you can see, because nothing's lit up here on the MCP or the FMC at the moment. So I'm going to go through everything, I think. I hopefully go through everything. Don't forget, I'm not a real world pilot, so I may be doing things slightly different from SOP, although what I will be doing in terms of startup and following procedurally how to set up the the aircraft will be as per Nico, Nico De Bruin over at Skymatics, and the SOP that has been created for the Zebo mod. Okay, so the level up, of course, is I suppose 2 aircraft in a sense. You've got the level up 737 is based on the default 737 in X-Plane 12, and the Zebo mod is based on the default 737 in X-Plane 12. Two differences, okay, let's get these differences out of the way. With the level up aircraft, they have been concentrating on graphics, F-mod, and their own flight model, okay? So graphically, they've changed things. The flight model is different and also sounds, but they use a different F-mod configuration than the Zebo mod. The Zebo mod is the default 737 from X-Plane, but Zebo, Twixter, Dr. Gluck, and several others have been working on the aircraft and working on systems. So avionics, systems, flight model, and sounds. And the wish is to make it the best 737 of any flight simulator. Now then, the level up uses the systems of the Zebo mod, okay? So the level up uses the systems of the Zebo mod in terms of avionics, FMC, and electrical, hydraulics, etc., etc. So when you do when the Zebo mod gets updated, you then have to update the level up. And I'm not going to go into detail about that at the moment because all of the information is on the Level Up Discord channel and it's also on Skymatic's YouTube channel as well. Okay, I'm not going to go into detail about how you do that. It is really straightforward and very, very simple indeed. But rather than me telling you and missing some vital piece of information, you can get the information on the Level Up Discord server or Skymatic's YouTube channel or even Skymatic's Discord channel. Right, enough of that. So I think we should get into the cockpit now and see how things go. What do you reckon? That's what I think anyway. So here we go. Zooming into the aircraft. We're on stand 2 at Bristol, as you can see. And I thought this would be, you know, kind of a different way of getting in. There we are. So in the cockpit here, just have a quick look around. As you can see, the level up graphically is a lot different, and also the EFB graphically is different as well. Okay, so I suppose we better get some power onto the aircraft. I've already got the GPU connected and the ASU, and chocks are disconnected. Unfortunately, we'll go outside and have a look. They haven't modeled the actual connecting of the GPU and supply unit. Now, if you was in the Zebo and you connected GPU and ASU, you'd see them out there, but they're not connected. The door is open. We can sort that out as well. I could put air stairs out if I wanted to, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to. Well, I'm saying we're not going to do that. I'll make up my mind in a moment. Okay. So first things first. Let's get some power on the aircraft. I think. Yeah. Here we go then. So battery on. Oh, let me turn everything up so you can hear it. Turn that, and if it's too loud, let me know. Okay, if it's too loud, let me know. Let's turn all that up. Right, okay, let's go. Battery on. Fuel. Ground power. Packs. We'll just leave the APU bleed for the moment. You can't put the yaw damper on. Nav. Okay. I think that's good for the time being. Emergency light. Seatbelt sign. And we'll do a light test when I can find the switch. I can never find it. Turn up the panel there. Come down here. Oops. Let's turn that up and see the lights come up on the... Oh, you can't see them, unfortunately. The camera's not picking it up. It's being burnt out a little bit. We turn the lights up. And then down here, turn up the lights for the FMC as well. There we go, on my right-hand side. A lot of people, they get confused when they get the WinWing stuff. They say, oh, nothing's working, nothing's working. It all works. You just need to turn the lights up in the aircraft, okay? It all works. You just need to turn the lights up in the aircraft. I just need to come over here and down here and turn that up. That's for the right-hand side EFIS. There we go. Turn that off. There's our lights test. Yep. See all the lights coming on the MCP, on the MCP camera. They're just testing there. Great. Alright, so light test done. We are aligning. Check brakes. That graphic hasn't been completed yet. It will be at some point or another. Wheel well lights and gear and AP. Excellent, right. So I think slightly different in, let's check, interpret there, right, there, passengers 169, cargo 2,800 kilos, 0 fuel weight, right, we don't need to worry about that now. What we need is to get our passengers on, so we need to turn the no smoking fine to auto, and the passengers will start loading. Okay, I think we can check the FMC and start doing our flight planning. So what I should do, right, so what I should do, I will be doing everything on my WinWing FMC, which you can't see just off camera here, but you'll see what's happening on the FMC in the aircraft. Okay, so sometimes there's a slight delay between different things, so we go, we'll use GPS left and set that, and then request our flight plan, which has already been done in SimBrief. So I'm requesting the flight plan now. Once again, you can't see my mouse moving on screen because I'm doing everything on my physical FMC. Here we go, load plan, activate, execute. Let's have a look at, oh, it's runway 09 today, so let's have a look at departure. Runway 09, and it's a York 1 Zulu departure.
Right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
All the passengers are on board. Okay, we haven't been given a full routing, so let's have a look at what SimBrief is saying for arrival. So our arrival is 35 right. So ILS 35 right Zulu. Yeah, and it was a what? Rixu 3 Echo. Rixu 3 Echo arrival. There we go. Execute that. Perf init. We'll go to the perf initialization. Init ref. Request perf initialization. You can see the flight plan on the left primary flight display there. It's come in. So I've requested, there we go. So we load that. Whoosh, loaded. Reserves, I'm going to put 2.0 tons in. I'm not going to need that much, but we'll put that in. Execute. Saying there's an alt constraint at MC768. We'll worry about that in a little while. M1 limit out of 45 derated. Take off flaps 5, QRH, speeds, and CG. Passengers are on, so we can do the CG now. 550. So let's have a look at the weather. Bristol, Navigraph charts, weather. QNH is 998. I'll do that in a moment when I go up. QNH is 998. Wind is 150 at 7. 150/7. Takeoff speeds always get deleted. Previous page 139, 141, 149. You need to let me know if you can hear me okay. Whoops. Get rid of that. Never get rid of the chat. I'm going to assume that you can hear me okay, but I am going to turn down the aircraft a little bit. It's a bit loud, isn't it? We'll turn it down to there. How's that? That's probably a bit better for you guys. Okay. So Navigraph charts, just making sure that everything's good. Right. I think that's about done now on the FMC. Okay, 150, yeah, okay, cool. Right. TCAS is off, so let me turn that on. We'll turn that on in a moment. QNH, what did I say QNH was? It is 998. Let me show you this. See, I hope you can see this on camera. I'll just make so for the QNH, this little knob here, you don't keep turning it. You just turn it. See, I can let go, and it's actually adjusting the QNH there. If you hold it, it just keeps going. It's really clever. So 998. Here we go. 1000. 998 QNH. Excellent. Need TCAS 3601. That's generally what I use. So we'll turn that on. That's good. That's good. It's good. Course is 09, isn't it? So spin that around. 09. Heading 087. We'll put the Mac up to. We'll do one. I always like to do more. It's saying 149 is V2, so we'll go 170, and altitude is 6,000 feet. Whoops. Oh, come on. Come on. 6,000. All right. I think that's flight directors on. We'll go VOR1, VOR2. Okay. I think we're about right. I don't think there's any traffic about. Let's have a look. And there's no ATC. Okay, so Bristol traffic, Ryanair 2302, Boeing 737-800, stand to, departing runway 09, pushing back. So let's call better pushback. Now you can call in from within thingy. Oh, wrong one. Always press the wrong button. Yeah, you can. Oh gosh, delete. There we go. Go into the cul-de-sac here. Delete, delete. So do that. There. And then into the cul-de-sac here. Okay.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
So crawling through the menu. Better push. There we go. Connect.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Unfortunately, as good as better pushback is, it always brings the truck in, doesn't it? Which is unfortunate. Alright. It always comes through a building. There he comes. Straight through the terminal.
Good flight.
So, spoilers armed. Not an awful lot yet we can do until we're taxiing. Do you know what I didn't do?
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
You start the APU. You see the needle bounce then. So packs off. APU bleed on. Come on, APU, start moving. Yeah, there we go, nice and slow. Your damper can go on now. I'll put those on.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Release parking brake. Parking brake released.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
You know what's happened there, don't you? APU is not fully running. But we're okay. And who's coming up? I'm okay. You just need to get it up 25%. Trim's already set at 550. That's good. It's at 25%, and then we'll put the fuel in. There we go.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Just wait for engine 2 to stabilize. There we go. Fuel on all pumps. Start engine 1. Disconnect. It's amazing, really, that, you know, we fly our simulators, and in real life, of course, it's a two-man operation. Just missed that slightly.
So is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you very much. Just wait for engine 1. Cool. Okay, AP packs on, APU off. There we go. We'll go on. Taxi light. And I think we're ready. Bristol traffic, Ryanair 2302, taxiing to runway 09. Bristol traffic. Okay. Oop, release parking brake. Parking brake released. Flap set. As soon as I get away from the airport and I'm airborne, I'll turn off the labels, the aircraft labels. We don't want them. Flap set. RTO for rejected takeoff brakes. And there we have it. Departing somewhat grey Bristol Airport for northern Italy. So how long's that been? 26 minutes from starting. Well, no, less than that, because I didn't start dead on 1 o'clock. Set flaps takeoff 5. There we go. Now, the one thing I will say about the 737s, they do taxi fast. So you know, I'm at idle throttle now. You need to keep an eye on them. Otherwise, you'll be down the taxiway so fast. Let's apply a bit of brakeage there. Slow us down a bit. Oh, goodness gracious me! Excuse me, guys. Hello. Hello. Yeah, what do you want though? Okay. Bye. Yep. Bye. So my wife didn't want anything then. Right, here we go. So we're just coming down to 09. We'll probably need to do the backtrack, I think. There's a little bit of rain in the air. No snow. Oh no, we can't backtrack here. I thought we could. Never mind. Bristol traffic, Ryanair 2302, lining up runway 09 for departure. I don't think there's anybody coming down. We'll soon see. If there is, I missed it. There was nothing on TCAS anyway. Okay, here we go. Once I'm airborne as well, I'll put the chat on YouTube so I can see who's here. Right. Everything okay? Yep. Final check. Landing lights on. Taxi lights off. Whoops. Wheel lights on. Yeah, everything on. We don't need the wheel lights on. Not in this weather. Okay, let's go. 40% stable. Oh. Auto throttles on, VNav, LNav. Here we go. Toga. Throttle levers are moving by themselves. Airspeed's alive.
80 knots.
80 knots checked. V1. Oh, V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
There we go.
Positive right.
Gear up. RTO off.
$1,000.
1,000 feet. Command A. Spoilers disarmed. That'll do, pig. Oh, that's loud. Right, there's been a few people saying that the engine noises are too loud. Flaps 2, and I'm not too sure. There is that kind of drone. You know, it is really quite droney. And when you turn it down,
1,000 to go.
the only way you can turn it down and get rid of that really loud drone is by turning it down there. Flaps up, might as well go full flaps up. Now, if we go into settings, configure and customize, audio, engine volume. Let me turn it right down. It's not so bad. I think that's the best thing that we can do, I think. Turn it down to about there, I think. And we turn the wind volume down. Yeah. Page 2, we don't need to worry about that. Weather volume, yeah. Turn that down to 5. Yeah, I think that is probably... And then quick save all of that. And it doesn't sound quite so bad. And then we're standard. There we go, on FMC count. Whoops. We're just at 6,000 feet, so we need to go to flight level 150 out of Bristol area. I know that. There we go. We'll continue climbing. Let's have a look outside now. Oh, the weather's terrible. Can't see a lot. Oh, so you got the engine noise again as we accelerate. That's what it is. Even though I've turned it down considerably. Let's turn that down there. Okay. I think that's about as good as we can get. Let's have a look at the legs page, make sure there's no discontinuities. I should have done that before we departed. Oh, there's one there. So sort that out, execute that. Let me give you the FMC view, if I can remember which one it is. There we go. Once again, I'm doing everything on the FMC, so let's have a look at our progress page. Great, got 9 pages here, so let's... Oops. Oh. Progress. Right, I'm going to get into Malpensa 12 minutes past 3. Perfect. We'll have 3.4 tons of fuel left at Malpensa. Great. Marvellous. Just checking. Legs. Route data, we need to get some wind in here. So I'm going to request wind. And it'll give us our cruise winds. And then when we get a little bit further down the line, we top of descent, we can get our descent wind. So just loading that in. I shall show you now. There we are. This is our wind en route. 298 feet. It looks like as though we're going. It's going to be 53 knots at cruise, which is not bad at all. I can deal with that. Not bad at all. Back to the legs page. There we go. And let's get back in the cockpit and adjust the range on this. So marvelous. Now I've just realised you're hearing me twice. There we go. So FMC cam. Let's change the range a bit. There we go. A bit further, I think. And put this onto plan. You can center this. There we go. Right. How do we get rid of that now? There we go. I got you. Black Knight is here. Hello, Black Knight. How are you? I'm not so sure about the ground friction.
1,000 to go.
If you're here, I see we've got quite a few people watching. Put a comment in the chat now because I've got the chat on. I can see it. It'd be really nice to see you here, and I can wish you all a happy new year. There we go. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, we've got 1,000 feet to go. So let's continue up to cruise. I think my cruise is certainly. I think it's 2.4 something. I didn't check, but we'll have a look. We'll go to 239 indicated on. There we go. The engines start roaring. Emma Bentley, hello, happy new year. How are you? I think we've said that already before, Emma. Okay. Just checking the MCP, everything okay. I can turn the flight directors off now, really. I don't need them for a while. Hey, got my throttle. Have you got it wired up? Have you got it plugged in, my friend? And are you testing it? Oh, check WhatsApp. Okay, I will check WhatsApp. Let's have a look, see. Open up the phone. Do that, do that, da 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 da. This thing makes Thrustmaster look like, yeah, I'm sure it does. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Let me know if you can configure it for Boeing. I might get one, although it wouldn't fit on my Thrustmaster. That is nice. I don't even know if I've got enough USB ports now. I'm going to have to buy another powered USB hub and daisy chain them. I'm pretty sure if someone was clever enough, they could have internal lights on the Thrustmaster. Ah, right, you can disable the detents, yeah? Brilliant. Okay, so, we've reached 150, we're climbing, continuing climb, I think. We'll go for a level change, I think. Do that. There we go, we're climbing now. Right, it's a good job the webcam is on the MCP and not on me, because I'm just eating a mince pie. And if you're from a different parts of the world and you don't know what a mince pie is, you're missing out. Absolutely delicioso, as they say in Spain. Well, the one thing we've ascertained, Emma, is the engines only roar when you're accelerating and you're climbing. When you're in cruise, they go down to an acceptable level, which I think is about right, isn't it? Seems to be a bit about right in real life. Ugh. Mm. Bit of bad weather there. No, it doesn't sound too bad now. It's only when you're accelerating. When you're accelerating, you get that real drone. But I think that's accurate to real life. And the thing is, we've been very spoiled. We've been very spoiled with the engine sounds. We've got all these different sound studios, and they're really creating some clever stuff. See what this weather looks like. Nothing to affect us. If it was red, I'd be dodging. If it was red, I'd be dodging, but there's nothing there that's really going to cause us pain and suffering. Time for the obligatory cockpit Coke. Oh. Well, it's raining nice and hard here in Cardiff. Liquid sunshine, as we say. Here in Wales. Yeah, I can understand why you'd be on the fence. It is strange. Oh, you're going to get the snow as well. I wish we get snow. We never get snow in Cardiff, not unless it was the beast from the east, and then, of course, that was phenomenal stuff. There we go. All is good. Oh, let's lock the gear. So, final flight level's 330, so let's get up there. Just checking. Oh, your damper's off. Put that back on. No wing anti-ice. You would think with all that rain that it would it'd show up on the radar, but no, it's just showing up as rain and no turbulence. So that's I suppose that's one thing, isn't it? I flew through that hole. There we go. Clear skies. X-Pilot, turn the aircraft labels off now. Leftover Christmas cake. The thing is, Christmas cake is never left over. It's there. Christmas cake can last all year. It's that bloody strong. My daughter, she did a Christmas cake for us, and it was full of alcohol. Absolutely full of it. It's amazing. It's always nice listening to somebody on Unicom who's out of range. I'm having my second mince pie now. I brought two it. Somebody said to me, "Did you enjoy Christmas?" And I said, "Yeah, I loved every ounce of it." Hopefully the weather will be a little bit better as we head down to Malpensa. One never knows. There we are. Bit of a crosswind as well. There's still a couple of people who haven't said hello. Please say hello. If you've got any questions about the level up, I'll try and answer them. We have got Emma Bentley here and Black Knight, and you know, between us, if I don't know the answer, I'm pretty sure we can find the answer for you. The one thing I always like to think is that the streams are collaborative. So if I don't know the answer, we find the answer. Delicious. So let's have a look around the cockpit. Oh no, man. So graphically, this is really nice. And it is. There's no two ways about it. They've done an outstanding job graphically. Everything that we've come to expect of X-Plane is kind of here. I mean, look at all this text here. You know, part numbers that are, you know, perfectly in focus. Everything moving really smoothly.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go. And I love this here. I think this is really useful. Landing gear limits, flaps limit. And I'm pretty sure it's on all aircraft, but in some cases it's probably really, really blurry. But here you can see it right, you know, you're almost at any distance. Absolutely superb. Absolutely perfect. Okay, we're coming up to the top of climb. Level 330. The one thing that I think the Level Up and the Zebo need to do is to produce pop-out windows. Now, I know that that is a lot to do with laminar. Yeah, I'll speak to you later. Is that Emma Bentley going off as well? Yeah, Emma's off as well. Rotterdam? Oh my God. When was the last time we flew there? I don't think we ever flew there. Oh no, Black Knight's staying, Emma's going off, yeah. She's her medication will knock her out for several hours. And it really does. It makes a right mess of her, which is a shame. There's only 2 people watching, probably me and Black Knight, but that's okay, I don't care. I've been doing this too long now. In fact, I've been doing this so long that my trolls have given up. They tried to get me off the internet. They tried to get me off YouTube and everything, and my trolls, they gave up. And they do eventually, because you know if you don't give them oxygen, they can't breathe. So now, oh, fuck. Brilliant. So I've been released from a. Oh, please contact me 128275. My goodness gracious. Paris.
After this, nothing is further. One is Unicom 228. Goodbye.
Roger, after this, nothing further. 122.8, 9 Yankee uniform. Thanks, you have a good day.
Adieu.
Paris Centre, Ryanair 2302, flight level 330.
Ryanair 2302 Paris, bonjour, identified, direct Delta.
Route direct Delta, Ryanair 2302. Well, that's where I'm going, my friend. Clear. Oh, no. Previous page. Delta. Previous page. Zamo. Execute. There we go. Okay, so the weather in Malpensa. Wind is 010 at 3 knots. Veering 300 to 060. It's only 3 knots, so we're not worried about that. Kavok, temperature is 06.
Control, hello, Speedbird 2, Delta Papa 3275 for 330. Speedbird 2, Delta Papa Paris, bonjour, identified, continuous cleared. Continuous cleared, Speedbird 2, Delta Papa, thank you.
QNH is 1012 and there's no significant change. Thank you very much, Black Knight. That is always handy.
Paris Control, very good day. Alpha 3242 on flight level 400 with you. Now we are on Bisak. Flow 3242, привет, Paris, bonjour, identified. Continue.
That's a bit loud. I'm going to turn him down, I think. Turn him down. Settings. Audio. Com 1, let's turn that down a bit.
Hong Kong Shuttle 80, contact the goal approach 121.155 with your restriction of airspeed. Bye-bye.
Okay, once again, the frequency, Hong Kong Shuttle 80.
121.155.
121.155, have a good day, bye-bye, 再见。
A couple of people have come in. Say hello. Aminant. Hello. Still don't like your call sign, but hi, Happy New Year. Hope everything's okay. You've had a good Christmas or holiday, whatever you call it, wherever you live. I'm not quite sure where you are, actually. Let's have a look. That's all gone wrong. Get back on here. Yeah, everything's fine here. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant Christmas. Great New Year. Yeah, it's just really good. I've got a money burning a hole in my pocket. I don't know what to buy.
Station calling call sign only.
I was thinking
415 Paris, hello, identified.
7A. 7A. They're still flying. I wonder who that is. Yeah, I've got money burning a hole in my pocket. I don't know what to buy. I was thinking I might buy a new graphics card.
X139, nothing is further. Monitor Unicom, frequency is 228. Goodbye.
But there's nothing wrong with my graphics card. Shall I buy the? Should I buy the wing throttle? I don't know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with my Thrustmaster. It does the job perfectly well. Although Emma did intimate that the throttle that she just received is absolutely awesome. I don't know. What do you guys think? Any comments? Bit of weather here. But it's not showing up on radar, so... That's okay, isn't it? There's our destination down there. Let me show you here, right, okay.
Go ahead.
So the range knob...
Beautiful Victor Romeo, due to traffic that's not being responsive, stop your climb, please, flight level 330, call you back.
So the range knob here, you turn it, and the range, it just keeps turning.
Shamrock 34 Juliet,
Yeah.
frequency.
Even when you've got to the end of the range, it just keeps turning.
Shamrock 34 Juliet.
And the same at the other end.
Shamrock 34 Juliet, 3 cycle is squawk, 57.
So it's just pre-turning, right? See that?
710 Shamrock 34 Juliet.
Now, on the other side, it clicks. And it goes 5, 10, 20, 40, 80, 160, 320, 640. So you really got a long range on this. I hope you can hear that. But it clicks. Yeah?
Your wings 39 Charlie Paris, are you up?
And I'm not sure why it does that. Whereas this one is free turning. I don't know.
And Shamrock 34 Juliet, thank you, identified. Can you data link?
I'll have to find out why that is.
Roger.
And of course, it's real life. You know, this is what it does in real life. Let me turn the camera a little bit. I'll get a better view. There we go. So, it clicks, see? It's really strange. I'm saying it's not strange. I mean, I think it's perfect.
Precise 6 Alpha Paris, good day, squawk 1000.
I think it's perfect. You know, I'm not complaining. I'm just wondering why. I'll have to look at the manual. The Mazda throttle you were thinking of getting? No.
The 6 Alpha identified, report when overhead, DEV D.
The Winwing one, the Winwing Airbus throttle and flap and whatever else it's got. I could show you, couldn't I?
France 4522 Paris, hello, squawk 1000. Squawk 1000, France 4522.
Control, good morning, Whaling 7 Bravo Alpha, flight level 360.
Whaling 7 Bravo Alpha, Paris morning, good afternoon, squawk 4713.
Squawk 4713, Whaling 7 Bravo Alpha.
Right.
Air France 4522,
This one.
identified, cleared Vidus, Nana Whiskey arrival.
That's the one I was thinking of getting. But with the flap control.
02, Paris Centre, bonjour, with you flight level 240, climb into flight level 360.
All right.
02 Paris, could I identify, climb
you've
flight
got-
level 270.
That's if I was going to get it, I would get it with the flap and spoilers. Paris Control, was that for Ryanair 2302?
Negative, that was for Virgin 302.
Oh, Roger. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, just be on the lookout, similar call sign.
Agenda France 4522, 2 minutes for descent.
Yeah, so
Air France 4522, sorry, say again?
you can. There's that,
1 minute for descent.
which is just one.
Air
that.
France 4522, when ready, descend to flight level 130 to be level Devim.
Altogether,
When ready, 130 Air France 4522.
what is it? 250 quid for the whole thing. But I'm on the shelf. Whether I should get that or not, I don't know. We'll see. Like I say, I got money burning a hole in my pocket. Don't we all at this time of the year? I mean, the wing stuff is actually excellent value for money. No two ways about it. And the construction and everything is amazing. Now, the MCP. Just let's talk about this for a moment, yeah? Originally, I had the CP Flight one, which was Boeing. I bought it from Bob Sidwick. Some of you will remember Bob Sidwick. Others of you will never have heard of him. Bob Sidwick was a major.
Yankee Juliet. Bonjour, cleared Ambroise. 9 Whiskey arrival, ILS 25 Orly.
Paris Controller never. Bob Sidwick was a major influence in the flight simulation world. Major influence.
Paris, a good day. Air France
Had a
6738 with you climbing to flight level 190.
had a
Air France
oh, God.
6728, Paris, could I identify it? Climb to flight level 260. Climb to flight level 260, Air France 6728.
He had a physical shop in Yate, Bristol. Right? He actually had a shop in Bristol. Absolutely amazing guy. And he sold the CP Flight MCP, and I bought that one. And all you got was this bit. You didn't get the EFIS. You just got the MCP, and it was, by comparison, there's no comparison at all between them. This is absolutely amazing by comparison. Okay, his was an all metal build. This is like a very hard plastic, but the build on this, the build quality on this is incredible.
Virgin 7 Bravo Alpha.
There's no comparison whatsoever between this and the CP Flight one.
Correction. Fueling
In
7
fact,
Bravo Alpha.
in fact, I think I've got a photograph of it somewhere on one of my many locations. Let's see if I can find it. In fact, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, we're able to 30, so Bravo Alpha.
Fueling 7 Bravo Alpha, thank you. Climb flight level 380 and direct Kazakhs.
380 and direct Kazakhs, so Bravo.
Yeah, you can still get it. Let's see. You can still get it from them.
French Southwest 142, j'ai plus un pour vous, Unicom 120 David vous appelle.
I'm
Bon
looking
vol
for
et au revoir.
a good picture of it.
Unicom 128, merci beaucoup pour le contrôle et à bientôt sur le 142.
Aha! I have a picture of it. Hang on.
Transfer 37 Juliet, descend to fly level 110.
No, that's not it. That is not it. They've changed it somewhat. Right, I think they've changed it a little bit. But this is the one I had. Okay. No, they've changed it quite a lot, in fact. But even so, it's. I mean, that's €1,339. This is a ridiculous amount of money. In fact, that's not the one I had, actually. That's not the one I had. But the one I had, I remember when I bought it, it cost me, it's like £300 or something. Yeah, 300. It was £300. It was more than that. £350. I remember. 350. This, half the price. And I mean, it's huge. I can't even begin to say. Well, my monitor is a 32-inch monitor, and it's exactly the width of my monitor. Exactly the width. Yeah. So it goes from one end to the other. It's massive. It's a 1-to-1 scale, they say. How am I going to get out of this bad weather? I don't think I am I?
France 6728, climb to flight level 310.
Yeah. Oh well, there we go.
Transavia 46 Alpha, nothing is further.
If you want to say hello, please say hello. There's a number of people here, but you haven't spoken. Just put it in the chat, or give me a thumbs up, a like, a share. Share the video, please, because YouTube loves that. We're flying down to Malpensa in northern Italy. At the moment, I can tell you where I am. I am, I think, not far from Paris. See, let's have a look at live traffic. A lot of traffic around. Yep. Just gone past Paris, Charles de Gaulle. There's a lot of traffic around in Europe on VATSIM. There you go. Give you a quick look at that. A lot of traffic. That's me there.
Beauty 7 Victor Bravo. When ready, descend flight level 220 to reach vehicle.
Yeah, just going through Paris.
When ready, descend flight level 220 to reach vehicle. Beauty 7 Victor Bravo. Contrôle, bonjour, avec vous à France 1532.
VFR charge. Love it.
France 1532, Paris, bonjour, identifié, montez niveau 370. Monte niveau 370 à France 1532. Paris Control, hello, United 2 Bravo Alpha at flight level 250. United 2 Bravo Alpha Paris, hello, clear Quebec, Nano Whiskey arrival.
Okay.
United 2 Bravo Alpha Paris, hello, cleared BBEX, Niner Whiskey arrival.
BBEX,
Niner Whiskey arrival, United 2 Bravo Alpha.
I'll start planning my arrival in a moment, making sure everything's right. Into Malpensa. Checking the progress page because of this weather.
Spirit 740 Paris, hello, identified, continue as cleared.
During 11 minutes past 3 Zulu time. I forgot to turn the clock on as usual in the aircraft. The time is right, 14:09, but I forgot to turn on the clock in terms of flight time. Not to worry.
And Paris Control, a very good afternoon to you. Speedbird 736, flight level 260 for 330 inbound Bembo.
Speedbird 736, Paris, hello, identified, that's cleared.
3.2 tons on arrival.
Welcome, break Air France 4522, second.
Yeah, we have ice conditions at level 220.
Confirm icy conditions.
Yeah, ice conditions on level 220 and 220.
Thank you for the pilot report.
I think we're going to go flap 30. So we'll do flap 30 at 154. It's a nice long runway.
France 36, Golf Charlie, Paris, bonjour, mon titre 270.
270, France 36, Golf Charlie.
United 2 Bravo Alpha, descend flight level 120.
Oh.
Flight level 120, United 2 Bravo Alpha.
109. 109.90.
302, thank you.
109.90.
Paris Control, a very good afternoon. This is Wheeline 2 Echo Golf at 150 for 170 inbound Matix.
Okay.
Wheeline 2 Echo Golf, Paris, hello, Matix, Nana Whiskey arrival.
We'll find the ADF in a moment.
9 Whiskey arrival for 2 Echo Golf.
Correct.
And by France for 520 again.
Listening.
Again, right conditions.
Of course, it's going to be 346.
Thank you.
So let's put that in. 346.
Air France 4522, contact Gullah Bridge 121.155. Bye bye.
346.
Decimal 155, au revoir.
It's so rare that Paris Control is on. I mean, they're normally on strike. Friends.
Cadet 1532, Paris.
I believe I have got that scenery, Black Knight, and yes, I have tried the Kai-Tak approach. I've done the Kai-Tak approach in every simulator I've ever had. It's not the easiest of approaches. When we land, if you're still around, we'll load up at Kai-Tak and have a look. There's a mate of mine, and he can fly the Kai-Tak approach perfectly.
3242, did you call us? For 3242 negative, that was for KLM 1532. KLM 1532. I have an option for you. My request is for you to have below 300. However, traffic is minimal. You can stay at 36 and descend 300 per LOA. What is your preference?
Our top of descent is in 17 miles, so we can start descent a bit earlier.
KLM 1532, in that case, acknowledge descent to flight level 300 to be leveled in 4 minutes.
Descent 300 in 4 minutes, KLM 1532.
United 2 Bravo Alpha, contact Paris 121.155. Bye bye.
121.155, United 2 Bravo Alpha.
France 37 Yankee Juliet, disregard.
They've got it 88 knot tailwind at the moment. My ground speed is 525 knots. 525 knots. It's really ripping along now. Let's just see how fast. Here we come. Yeah, that's fast. 525 knots. One thing I've always found really interesting in flight sim is that when you've got an aircraft coming towards you, what the speed is like as you pass each other. Excuse me. So it's very rare that you'll actually see an aircraft pass by close. But when you do, you know, like an aircraft's 1,000 feet to the side of you, and you go past each other, closing speed is incredible, absolutely incredible, very, very lifelike. As I've seen planes fly underneath me in real life, and planes fly past me in real life, and it is. Oh, come on, Black Knight. How long does it take to load an airport into X-Plane? Seconds, just drag and drop, and then fly it. Is it the new scenery that you've got for there? Okay. Oh, my top of descent is coming up. Not long now. Now, I've had a couple of issues with the level up. Each time I've flown it, it hasn't descended over the top of descent. So whether that's, am I supposed to hit VNav to make it go down, or does it do it automatically? So today, I'm going to make sure that I catch the top of descent, and I will hit VNav 5 miles before we go over the waypoint, over the top of descent point, because somebody else I know who's flown this said they've had no issues at all. So I think it might be a case of dialing in the descent altitude and then hitting VNav as you fly over the top of descent or just before it, I think. Whereas in almost every other aircraft I fly, including the Zebra mod, you don't have to do anything. As you go over the top of descent, the aircraft descends on its own. Because, like I say, the last 2 occasions that I've flown this, I've had to manage my descent to get onto the descent profile. That's another reason why I'm doing this flight as well, just to check out that does work. Because I like the aircraft. I haven't got a problem with the aircraft. It looks nice. And the other models, you know, like the 700 and 600, they're neat as well. The 700 looks really short. The 600 just looks as though it's deformed. Oh, you do repaints, don't you? I can believe that. I remember a few years ago when X-Plane 10 came out, and that's when I converted from FSX. I converted from FSX to X-Plane 10, and I spent an awful lot of time doing sceneries because there were none. There were none. You could build them yourself using WED, and I learned how to do WED, and which is World Editor. And I used to spend an awful lot of time building airports, creating airports, and they took, the bigger the airport, obviously, the more time. So I can understand how time slips away from you. Yeah, and we've only got 24 hours in a day, and we need to sleep at least 6 of those. And if you work, then, you know, that's another impact.
Easy 58. Echo Zulu, thank you. You're now identified. Direct Luso.
Direct Luso, 58 Zulu.
740, direct pivot. British Control, GFN on beeline 8, Hotel Romeo, flight 3758 Golf, Codex. Beeline 8, Hotel Romeo, Paris, hello, identified. Are you able to maintain flight level 3?
Sorry about that, guys. My dog doing his job, letting me know there's someone at the door.
8 Hotel Romeo, thank you very much.
Paris, good day. Channel 5 Juliet, climb into flight level 130.
Channel 5 Juliet, Paris, good day, identified. Climb flight level 270.
Climb to
Still a bit of time in Paris control.
Top Swiss
There we go.
42, direct Ebouma.
Still a little bit. That's me there. So Paris control is on. Nothing in northern Italy, of course. Yeah, it does. Like this morning, just yesterday I was decorating. I decorated a bedroom here at home. And whilst it didn't take that long, I mean, I started at 9 o'clock in the morning. I finished at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
453, nothing is further, monitor Unicom.
By the time I'd tidied up and put all the furniture back, it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was shattered, you know. I mean, I'm 72 years old. I'll be 72 in February, so I'm still 71. And, you know, my knees were killing me because of kneeling down, you know, and I didn't realize how tired I was until I went to bed. I went to bed 11:30 last night and slept until 9 o'clock this morning. You know, so basically I didn't do anything yesterday. Played a bit of Call of Duty last night with a friend, and that was it. You know, I woke up at 9 o'clock this morning. My wife was on the way out to the gym. I had some breakfast, got dressed, and then I had to go and pick her up from the gym, get back here, set this up. Time just disappears. And my knees are still aching from yesterday. This wind is causing some havoc now. We've got a 91 knot tailwind, ground speed 522 knots. Throwing the aircraft about a little bit. Not much, just a little. And the older you get, and this is very true, the older you get, the quicker time goes. It flies by. Yeah, you can see the wind is pushing us around a little bit there. I don't care what anybody says, you can't do that in 2020 or 2024.
Virgin 302, request frequency change to Bordeaux Center. 302, call Bordeaux 125, 105, solo. 125, 105.
Right, I'm going to have to keep quiet and listen to ATC, I think. Just turn him up again. I'm just going to turn the audio back up a little bit on ATC, okay? So might get a little bit loud, you never know. But I need to listen out. Well, this weather is really strange. I mean, over Europe, mind you, it's been anticipated, this weather over Europe. They've been forecasting it for a couple of days, and then we've got a storm coming in.
FR 6728, nothing is further. Monitor Unicom, frequency is 228.
Post advisory, FR 6728, over.
Oh, wow.
Ryanair 2302, nothing is further. Monitor Unicom, frequency 228, so long.
Unicom 122.8, Ryanair 2302. Thank you for your ATC. You have a good day and Happy New Year. Yeah. Well, that...
Control Airbus Industry 21, hello, flight level 1900, tracking Romeo Bravo Tango.
Airbus 21, Paris bonjour, identified, climb to flight level 260.
Fine, flight level 260, Airbus Industry.
There we go, Unicom. What perfect timing. Absolutely perfect timing. at 3 knots, 290 veer into 020. Winds are calm, really. Cabot 6 degrees, going down to -5. QNH 1012. No significant change. Absolutely outstanding. So, 35 miles to Devdi. 95 nautical miles to the top of my descent. So TD is there. Hope you can see it. I'm putting my cursor around it. That's my top of descent. Now, so once we get past Devdi, I will dial in 232. Flight level 232, and we'll start our descent at Basgo. 35 left in use, thank you. Get a bit of paper. Ugh. Tip for up and coming flight simmers. It's a lot of information. A lot of information. So it's always useful. Piece of paper, a notepad. I've got numerous notebooks. I can't remember how many notebooks I've got all together. But they come in handy. Right, I just opened this notebook, and I opened it, and the first thing I opened it at was the Felis 747. Right, the Felis 747. And this is my quick start, which is all numbered. It's my quick start guide that I wrote out for myself. It covers 3 pages. No, sorry, tell a lie. 1, 2, 3, 3.5 pages. And then there's flight plans in here. I've even got a notation here for autosave in the 777, how you get to it through the EFB. There's a flight plan here. We flew from, where did we fly from? We flew from Heathrow to Florida. And yeah, I got my whole flight plan here. Cleared, or was it Florida to Heathrow? No, it was Florida to Heathrow. And you know, I wrote the clearance out and everything. There's always lots of information, so it's always handy. Have a notebook or pieces of paper and use them. So, 35 left, it's in use. QNH 1012. 1012. All information I require. And the wind was, what was it? 320 at 3. And temp was 6 degrees. See, that's all I really need. Keep that handy, put that over there. And we'll take it from there. So go on the FMC now. Excuse me. FMC index approach. Yeah, everything's in there. All I need is like QNH. Oh, I need Barrow, so I need to go to charts. We'll do that now. I set so 95. Is it 95 nautical miles? Okay, 95 nautical miles. I dialed this down to 232. So I'm ahead of myself there. And what was it I said I needed? I know what I said. I'm just trying to remember. So we'll go to charts. We'll go to Navigraph charts here. Airports, LIMC, approach, 35 left. ILS 35 left Zulu. So let me put this over here for you so you can have a look. 35 left Zulu. Yeah, really nice approach. Come down. Yeah. Catch is 3,000 feet. ILS decision is 807. 807. Okay. 796 or 807. So I can do anyone. Straight in landing. Cat 3, nothing. Cat 2, 796. Okay. So I can do this on here. So Barrow 796. Six 650 135 796. Perfect. QNH was 1012. I can set that. QNH 15432. Perfect. Ready. We'll set brakes too. We won't do the thing yet. Top of descent 40 miles. So in the short time that I was doing that, we burnt off 45 miles in the short time that I did that. You see, you've got to be ahead of the aircraft. You've got to fly ahead of the aircraft. If you don't, you end up in trouble really easily. So this weather has been pretty lousy all the way, but as we know, when we get to Malpensa, it's going to clear. We're coming up to the mountains now, so it's going to be weather's going to be pretty thick over the top of the Italian Alps, French and Italian Alps here. So yeah, it has been pretty rubbish weather-wise. Just checking everything. Stations, waypoints, not many waypoints. Airports, there's a few airports around. Data. That's my waypoint data there. We can turn that in. Position of the aircraft. Terrain. Don't need terrain on. But we will put weather on. There we go. Turn the range down 20 miles top of descent. So I'm going to hit that button at 5 miles. Hit VNAV at 5 miles. I'm going to make sure that we go down. What do we reckon? So I started streaming 96 minutes ago. I was airborne 96 minutes ago, so that's over an hour and a half, isn't it? So what I started streaming at 1 minute past 1. And I was airborne. I think it took me 26 minutes to get airborne, didn't it? Or to be taxiing. So from starting the stream to taxiing, 26 minutes. It's 14:35 now. It's going to take an hour and a half, maybe a bit more. I'll look at the time that SimBrief gave me, flight time. Yeah, flight time is 1 hour 35 minutes. Block times 2 hours 3 minutes. Block to block, 1 hour 35. Yeah, that is going to be so accurate. Coming up on that top of descent, 5 miles, I will hit VNAV, or maybe just 2.5 miles. 5 miles might be a bit much. Okay, because I want to see that this works. I really do. I'm going to put that down to 120. I mean, if I wanted to, I could put it all the way down to capture, and it should follow the constraints. We'll see. So 2.5 miles. Take position off. VNAV. Engines are spooling back. We're descending. Perfect. Perfect. And already we can see here on the primary flight display, we're in the descent profile just now. We're outside of it, but we've got a long way to go, so that's okay. That is okay. You can see the Kermit line there, what they call the Kermit line, the green line. They call it the Kermit line because it's green. Why Kermit? Because it don't look anything like a frog smile. But you can see it there, and that tells you that you're going to be at your flight level 120 by that line. That's what that's telling you. It's all about prediction. You've lost me there. 25/6 mins. Malpensa traffic, Ryanair 230, flight level 30 descending to flight level 120, inbound Malpensa. And the engine sound has gone right off because we're not climbing. The engines are in idle. Brilliant. Sounds absolutely lovely. So I'm quite happy with that now. Descent speed is increased slightly. Our vertical speed is increased 2,100 per minute. We're not in the descent profile, but we are in the speed gate, so that's fine. Just outside the descent profile, that'll drop in pretty soon. See, our speed is our vertical speed is dropping 1350 per minute at the moment. This is so we can hit constraints. So a Kasu supposed to be a Kasu, which is there. Flight level 202. So yeah, you know, when we get here, Bagso 232. We'll stop for that. That's why it's like that. So we're descending for Bagsu. Basgo, sorry, not Basgu. Basgo. Problem with the Boeing 737 more than anything, it's a very slippy aircraft. Very slippy. It takes a lot to slow it down. Always has taken a lot to slow it down. Let's have a look outside. Oh no, wrong button, lad. Here we go. I like how people have got stream decks and they've got all the these stream decks set up. You don't really need that with X-Plane. You just put everything on a couple of knobs and buttons, and you get all the views you want. You know, I can just move around my aircraft quite easily, just with a couple of key presses. You don't need stream decks. The pro streamers have them. I am not a professional streamer. I never said I was good at this. To quote Casey Liddell. Okay. Well, we're missing some of our constraints. Kasu, we were 1,000 feet above what we should have been at. Our next constraint is 164. There. Rick serve 164. I don't think we're going to make that. But we've got plenty of space. I am not going to intervene. I'm not going to increase the vertical speed. Yeah. The wind's just calmer now. The temperature's gone up a little bit. Definitely not going to make 164 by there. 2.5 miles. No way. And now we've got clear skies. So, I'm going to increase the vertical speed. And I want to get down to flight level 90. by M768. There. M768. M685 120. M68. See, look. Increase my vertical speed. You see the Kermit line coming in? I am not going to get 120 by M685. Ed gear, I got to be flight level 110. F gear is about there. I'm not going to make it. M768, which is there. Okay, 9,000 feet by there. Drag required. Okay, put a bit of drag on. Speed is up. Well, we're over the mountains, so we have nothing to worry about there. M768 is there. And we're going to descend. That don't make sense at all. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I understand now. They've got everything's over. So like those two lines should be over here a little bit. Got it. Okay. Still pushing it for 9,000 feet for there, aren't we? .761. Where's 761? .761 is there, and I need to be 4,000 feet. It's all right. No, it's gonna be. Right. I think. Put spoilers in. Right. Whilst we're on this downwind, which is fairly long, this just to reiterate, this is the Level Up 737. For some reason, it didn't come on the title, but this is the Level Up 737. So far, it's performed really, really well. Although I must admit, descent has been a little bit patchy. I would have been happier if it descended more accurately, and even now, it's not doing what I want to do to. So I'm going to increase my vertical speed myself and get it down to a decent altitude. If you're looking for liveries, if you've got the Level Up and you're looking for liveries, the best thing to do is have a look on the Level Up Discord channel, and they've got lots of new liveries on there because don't forget this uses 8K liveries, so they're pin sharp they are, but you need to make sure you've got the correct livery for your specific aircraft that you're using. So it's a 600, 700, 800 and 900 as well. That is available with Leveler. So you need all of those, just to make sure that you've got it right. I've increased my vertical speed because I want to get down. It's supposed to be 6,000 feet here, right? So I want to make sure that I am at 6,000 feet there, and then continue down. As you can see, that the waypoints are mixed up, like two lots of them for some reason. I'm not quite sure what's gone on there. I've never noticed that before, but then again, I can't remember the last time I came in on 3.5 left. But we're getting there now. We're managing it. We're managing my descent. Speed is fine. I'm only 20 knots above the speed I should be. That's not a problem. If I could. Do flaps. We will be doing Q&A, so we should be on Q&H now. So there we go. 1012. Let's drop my altitude a little bit. And I will be at 6,000 feet by there, which is just what I want. So having messed around myself, so rather than looking on the display here where everything is messed up, I'm just going to keep checking my FMC. So I need to be 6,000 feet. So I've got 1,000 feet to go. I have had to go. Yeah, thank you. I have had to manage my descent myself, which I'm not happy about. But at least it's manageable. I'm at correct speeds almost. I'm going to start slowing down in a moment. I could probably slow down a bit now. $6,000 feet, brilliant. Onto BNav now, and you can see we're perfectly on the descent profile there. Got the pink bug there, yeah, got it. And speed is coming down perfectly. Okay, get the landing lights on now. Logo lights. We don't want wing, and we don't need wheel while it's daylight. So just coming off there for 5,000 feet. 4, 8,
1,000 to go.
13, 18, oh, 18, 23, 26, 26, 30, 37. 37 miles to run. At or above, go 5,000 feet for quite a while. MC430, we should be 4,000 feet or above, so we'll stick at 5,000. You're a vertical HGV driver. 0110 NCX, thank you for the £1.99. Everything is appreciated. Your name is Eddie. I'm a virtual HGV Class 1 tramper for freight runners. VTC Limited, join me as I travel across the UK, Ireland, Europe and beyond. What? No? No what? No. I'm a vertical HGV driver. What does vertical mean? I know what a vertical streamer is. Virtual. Not vertical. Virtual HGV Class 1 tramper for freight runners. So, Trucking Travis, have you got a YouTube channel, I guess? Vertical when you're driving trucks. I hope so. I hope so. Let's go. We've got quite a way to run. We're not going to go to flat 1 just yet. So do you stream? What's my range here? Oh, 20 odd miles. No, we won't go to flat 1 just yet. Scania R450 manual Euro 5 mid-lift, just perfect for the work I do, limited to 53 miles an hour. All right, you're on 2024. Well, somebody has to be. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. As you can see, yeah, this is X-Plane. This is X-Plane 12. Just coming into Malpensa. We've just flown from Bristol down to Malpensa, northern Italy, not far off now, approach. And this is the levelup 737, which is free. And it's a study level aircraft, as you can see. And where you have to mess around in 2024 with your camera views, which I could not get to grips with. I tried so many times, mate. So many times. No, I don't support Milan football team, I'm afraid. Cardiff, Wrexham and Bolton Wanderers. I'm originally from Bolton. I've lived in Cardiff since 1981, and that's why I support Cardiff. And Wrexham, because Wrexham really turned me back onto football. I think they're a brilliant team. They never give up. They just keep fighting, regardless of what you think about Hollywood money. I mean, the amount of money that they put in is nothing in comparison to their sponsorship deals, Disney, etc., etc. You know, and they believe in football and they believe in the community. Anyway, enough of that. I don't want to sound too evangelical about it. Okay, we're going down to 4,000 feet. Just check. Auto throttle down. Should we put flight directors back on for a moment? 3. Vertical speed. It's not required. We don't need VOR lock yet. These are made by a company called Win. They used to be called WinWing. They're now called Win Control. WinCTRL.com. I've got an FMC as well over here on the right hand side. They're really good. Go and have a look. They're absolutely fantastic. They do work in 2024, although some people have problems with them. Nope, I don't need to. My fuel switches are fine. Okay. 4,000 feet, let's go flat 1. 3,000 feet for capture, I think it was, when I think I said. Yep, 3,000 feet for capture. Perfecto. Flat 2 will do. I don't need approach mode on yet. It's a bit of a way off yet. ILS. Approach mode there. Coming on to the ILS here now, you can see, just give you a quick look. Malpensa. Heading of 346. Let's just get that in correctly there. 346. Just coming into the ILS now. Yeah, that's okay. But you can talk about another game. I haven't got a problem with that at all. Not a problem at all. If he wants to talk about his other game, that's fine.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go. Gear down. Landing lights are on. Lined up on 3-5 right. Everything is looking good. Bit more flap. Approach mode armed. Flap 30. That's what we said we was going to go for, innit? Just a little bit high, not much. Just a smidge, right? We'll smack on now. Feet on the rudder pedals. Perfectly lined up. A couple of thousand feet to go now. As we come into Malpensa, Ryanair, will Ryanair thump it down or will we have a good landing? Nice smooth landing, what do you think? Oh, right, well, we'll stay on 35 right. I made a mistake. I'm not going to switch to 35 left now. We'll stay on 35 right, Black Knight, but thank you. My bad. Yeah, okay. You think I'm stupid. Okay. 1,700 feet. 1,600. Autopilot disengaged. My aircraft. Final stage of flat. Auto throttle disarmed. Slightly off the centre line. A little bit high. Coming in for the glide slope. Here we come. 2 white, 2 red. Touchdown. Track the centre line. Reverse thrust.
80 knots.
80 knots manual braking. Well, that was smooth. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, where's he gone? Well, I thought that was a pretty good landing. Thank you, Black Knight. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Thank you, 0110 N6X 99p. I'm happy with that. Just in case you're interested, Wick is my nickname. My full name is Wycliffe, but my nickname is Wick. I've heard all the jokes, so don't even bother. Well, if we've got time, we might even get to see the replay of the landing. Certainly the best Ryanair landing for a while. We'll just follow the follow me truck in. because I can't be bothered. Let's turn these landing lights off because I'll be blinding him. Oh. Yep. I didn't realise I'd chosen a gate all the way down here, but not to worry. Ryanair is always in the cheap seats. If you ever fly to Madrid in real life, the Ryanair aircraft and EasyJet aircraft are always right at the bottom end of the runway, the cheapest stands, because they won't pay for them. Okay, Trucking Travis, if you're just going to mess around, you can either stay or go. But don't mess around, you know, it's just, you only spoil it for everybody else. And if that's the best you can do, then I wouldn't bother. And here we are on a remote stand in the middle of nowhere, which is about normal for Ryanair. We'd just have to get all the buses and everything out here, wouldn't we? Oh, on stand. Cool. I enjoyed that flight. Right. So, shall we have a look at the replay? Let's disconnect from VATSIM. So that's disconnected. Bosh. Let's move that to there. Right, let's have a look at the replay. Toggle replay. Here we are, 35 right. Let's zoom in on the aircraft. Right, I'm going to give you like 30 seconds. So 110 and Trucking Travis, you've got like 30 seconds to just calm down. Yeah. Here we come. Let's have a look at this landing now. Touchdown. I'd say that was pretty damn good. Although spoilers didn't come out. Nothing wrong with that. All right, let's have a look. I can't get my wing views on. Never mind. Well, that landing was perfect. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much. As I say, thank you very much. Toggle replay mode. There we go. And just to keep everybody happy, let's try. Oh no, no. We're going to do. Right, change location. Kitec. What's Kitec's IKO? It's VH. Is it VHXX? Let's have a look. VHH. Hong Kong International. Is that it? Well, that's a new one, isn't it? What's Kitec? Okay. Kitec. Code. VHHX. Ah, I haven't got the scenery for it. That's why it's not showing. I haven't got the scenery for it. I thought I had, but I haven't. Sorry about that. So we'll just do this instead. Get everybody around the aircraft. See the air stairs come out now. Pretty cool. I like that. That is cool. Well, there you have it, my friends. Hope you enjoyed the flight. It's yeah, it's still it just drag and drop. Yeah, very clever. I hope you enjoyed the flight. It was good fun. I enjoyed it. That's for sure. It was all good fun. Okay, well that's it. If you enjoyed it, come back sometime. Check my YouTube channel. And that's about it. Let's have a look at what's his name, Trucking Travis. Let's have a look at. Oh yeah, well done. Trucking Travis hasn't got a YouTube channel. He's got, or maybe he has, but he's only got one subscriber. Oh, bless him. This is what happens when you try to be clever. It just don't work. Okay, boys and girls. Oops. Close that. Close that. we'll see you soon. You all take care. Hope you enjoyed the flight. The weather here now in Cardiff is absolutely miserable. It's raining really badly. We'll see you soon. Take care. Cheerio.